YouTube, welcome to the video. Today we're gonna be playing Voiceless Voice. The deck came out in the new selection pack and I'm immediately making a video for it. Now, as you can see, the first thing you're gonna notice, it has a lot of URs, okay? It is not a cheap deck to build, but I'm a sucker for the deck, what can I say? Now, as of ratios, make sure to keep them the same. I'm playing a playset of Duel, playset of the Saphira, 1 copy Sauravis. The only card I would suggest to switch the ratios if you want is Sauravis, the Ancient and the Ascendant. People play between 1 and 3 copies. I feel like 2 copies is best. We're also playing 2 copies School Guardian, 2 copies of the Prayer of the Voiceless Voice, which is a ritual spell, and also a playset of the Barrier. Barrier is one of the best cards. Make sure to play playset of the Barrier, Saphira, and also Low. These are all your really good cards. And I'm also playing 1 copy Radiance, which is the target you're gonna set with Low if you already have the Barrier in your hand or on the field. Also, we're playing 3 copies Diviner with 1 copy Trias, and of course the pre-preparation of Rites playset. This card is just incredibly good in any ritual deck, and as of the hand traps and staples, we do have a lot of space for them, which is really good. 3 Maxi, 3 Ash, 3 Inform, also together with 1 Corsair, double Cold Bite. These are just all standard. Now, I do play 2 copies Talent because I think that the deck does need a little bit more gas, and it's good to have extra draws going second, especially because the deck going second doesn't perform as good as going first, to be honest. It doesn't really have board breaking capabilities, if I should say. And there is also 1 Pot of Prosperity for consistency and 1 for 1 because it does special summon Low from the deck. The only other thing I would suggest you play is 2 copies Nadir Saron with Maximus if you want to play a Dogmatic Engine, because that will give us an extra body and also will give us the ability to play something like Shadow Schism, and Schism basically sets up on its own the Shadow Engine into the window, and that's really good. But I don't play it because I don't have the Dogmatica and the Shadow Engine in my secondary account, but make sure to put them if you want to play them. They're pretty good in the deck. And the only mandatory cards in the extra deck that you need is the playset of the Dynamondo. You could play 2 to 3 copies. I like playing a 3rd copy because I just have the space in the extra deck anyways. It's part of your combos all of the time, and I'm gonna showcase in the combo guide how it works. We also have 1 Entes and Herald for the Diviner of the Herald, 1 Chaos Angel because you go into it every now and then, 1 Typhon, 1 Link Kuribo and Relinquished Anima to link off the Low, 1 copy Cross Ship, which is a necessity. You could cut it from the deck, but this is a nice card because when you ritual summon, you get to recycle some of your cards. I just have the space in the extra deck, might as well play it. 1 Lina, 1 Dark, 1 Selene and Axis Code, this is standard line, and 1 SP, which is one of the best cards to play in every deck basically. That is all for the deck list, guys. I went for simplicity. Now let's head into the combo guide so I can show you what the deck can do. Alright, so the deck has only 1 main line. I'm gonna show it with Low. Keep in mind, if you're using Diviner of the Herald, you can go for 1 extra body by normal summoning Diviner and triggering it for Trias, then you get space summon Low anyways. But let's go for Low now. We're gonna normal summon it, we're gonna set the Barrier, now we're gonna activate Barrier, and we go for the search with the Saphira. This is what you need to ritual summon. You're now gonna go activate Saphira, which is by far one of the best cards for this deck. We're gonna send to the graveyard the Prayers, which is really good, and then we're gonna search the School Guardian. From there, we're gonna activate the effect of the Saphira. We're gonna be triggering the Low to summon the School Guardian, which is really strong. Now, you could use something else, but Low allows you to just tribute itself alone and already summon the School Guardian, so it's better. And now we're gonna be able to activate the School Guardian, chaining 1 to get the search, chaining 2, we're gonna go Low to protect the search, which is just a nice bonus, and we're gonna search out with the School Guardian another copy of the Sauravis, which is what we need in our hand. And now for our final play, the thing that makes the deck really strong is when you go into Dynamondo, because now you're gonna be able to do something really nice during your opponent's turn. So now let's just go like this, pass turn. During our opponent's turn, the moment we get to respond to his place, they just wait a little bit for the bot to activate his things. We're gonna change the effect of Dynamondo immediately, which allows us to just trigger it, target the School Guardian, and basically space summon the School Guardian to the field together with the Low as well. And this will give us a little bit of a small difference in the place, because then when we summon both of the monsters, we can actually use the effect of the Low again, and we get to set a trap card on the field as well, which is going to be the Radiance. And now we can activate immediately the Radiance, which allows us to go for an extra pop effect if you want to go for a popping effect, or you can actually activate the first effect, and this will allow us to shuffle back a light monster or a spell card. Now we're gonna go with the Prayers, consider the only card available we're gonna actually send to the deck. And now we're gonna be space summoning to the field the Sauravis, which is part of the archetype, which will then also allow us to activate the effect of the Sauravis the moment our opponent activates a card or effect. And this on its own will summon the Sauravis that we searched out from the hand. So you get a couple of different interruptions with just that. Now the trap card, the cool thing about it is that you can either use it as a popping effect, or you can also use it as a way to summon the Sauravis ritual monster. That is why we search it. And that's all you gotta do. It's pretty simple, dude. All you gotta do is just go for the Low standard combo. Now if your opponent has a Cold by the Grave, or you suspect some kind of an interruption in the graveyard, what you could do is you could just ignore going for Dynamondo, keep the Low and the School Guardian on the field so you can use the Omni Negate of this card. And you also have the Barrier on top of that, which is good. The only difference is when you go for the other play for Dynamondo, you get the Radiance, which is an extra popping effect or space summoning the Sauravis from the hand. It's all that there really is to it. Now let's get into the live game so I can show you what the deck can do in live action, I guess. Okay, we have a little bit of an awkward hand, but I think we can definitely do some with that. Let's go barrier. That will give us the search. And typically we want to go for just a way to ritual summon this turn, so we're probably gonna have to search out Saphira here. We don't really have much of a choice, so we're gonna go for her. We're gonna ritual summon anyways, but it's not gonna be that incredible. It's kind of gonna be a little bit awkward here. Let's send to the graveyard the prayers as usual. We're gonna search out this cool guardian to the hand, and now we could ritual summon, of course, using it, and that's what we're probably gonna have to do because I don't really have much of a choice. And we're still gonna get the full combo. The cool thing about this is that it has a lot of one card combos that perform really well, and you get a lot of extra searches, which is also a big deal for this deck. You get a bunch of extra searches, you get a bunch of extra value every time you do something. Now we're gonna go with the School Guardian, we're gonna activate the effect, and here we're gonna get us a search for the low, and this is what you need. You're gonna have to normal summon the low here, because that on its own will allow you to just activate the effect of the School Guardian. Not only that, we do get extra value setting the Radiance on the field as well during our first turn. Let's activate Radiance as first effect, and again we're gonna be shuffling back the prayers, or actually no, let's just go with the Sauravis. We do need the prayers here, and then we're gonna get access to the Sauravis here, specimen to the field, which is our extra on top of everything else play. And now we are gonna be using two of our monsters. I guess we could link off into straight up SP Little Knight. We don't need to go for the Dynamondo. However, I am gonna first of all go for the Link Kuribu here, because I feel like it's better just to get the extra card in the graveyard, I guess, if we end up needing it. So we're gonna go also SP together with that, and that's all you really gotta do, right? We don't need anything else here. That seems really good. Okay, we're gonna link off those two, and we're ignoring the Sauravis in that case because I want to have the SP Little Knight instead. The opponent, oh no, he's gonna Nibiru me, right? Dude, I went for the extremely greedy line of play. Well, actually, no, we can dodge that completely. We can just banish our own cards, which is fine. I wanted to go for the most, greedy play, because then I can go Radiance, and I can bring back to the field the low and still get the Omni Negate activated, which is pretty good. So that's what I tried to do. Actually, I could have went for Crossout, but I don't have Nibiru, so... But it's completely okay. We just returned everything we have. Dude, that was just such a good way to dodge the Nibiru here. Wow. Alright, activating the stand-up Centurion. Now, currently, I cannot change anything useful, so I'm gonna go activate the effect of Radiance once again. Now, I'm not gonna go for the Sauravis, I'm actually gonna go for the low so I can get the Omni Negate of the School Guardian, which is something that I tried to do. It's a little bit risky, of course, because it plays into the Nibiru a little bit, as you can see, but it's really interesting, it's really good stuff anyways. Alright, changing Cold by the Grave, that is the risk of the profession, guys. Sometimes it be like that. He's gonna go for actually the Banish of Sauravis. I could just let that go. I honestly don't care about it. So, yeah, I mean, I could go Crossout just to stop him because it's a one-off, but I guess we can keep it for something more important with the Crossout. Maybe it's gonna come up something better. Let's just shuffle back the prayers. This will definitely allow us to go for the low here, and we're gonna basically get access to the additional set of the barrier number 2, I guess. I don't know if it's really that necessary, because if he has a way to get rid of my spells and traps, it's gonna be nasty, but hey, let's just do it anyways. I guess it's not too shabby. After we go for the School Guardian Omni Negate, we could go for Link Kuribu too. Alright, he went for the field spell. I do think it's a nice idea to stop it, because he doesn't seem to have a lot more going on, you know? Maybe he has a normal summon and whatnot. We can definitely go SP Little Knight on it, but I think this is a good point to Omni Negate here and pop. This is -3, which is really good. He just cooked. Okay, that was beautiful control. I didn't even use my Imperm, Crossout, SP. Beautiful stuff, beautiful game. Also, I want to point out, look at the icon. It looks so good. Oh my god, the icon frame with the low. Okay, we have a lot of the combo pieces. Let's go low. Now, the beautiful thing about this deck is that when you have a bunch of one-card combos, it is really useful to just have multiple of them when the opponent is about to negate you with something. Now, Maxi, there is a way to play around the Maxi pretty well. I'm thinking about going for the Cold by the Grave, but I'm not sure because I have my own Maxi. Okay, let's just let it slide here. I think I can definitely play around the Maxi beautifully. So we're gonna go for the barrier. And as I said, the cool thing about this is that you can actually get negated a couple of times and still build the standard board. This is why this deck is kind of good. Now we're gonna go for Radiance because we already have the Saphira. Also, the Radiance is not gonna require us to go for the Dynamondo later on to get it. So that's really beautiful. Now we're gonna go with the Saphira, and this is gonna be our literally one special summon. That's gonna be all. Let's just pitch the prayers to the graveyard, and then we're gonna add a card from deck to the hand, and we're gonna search out the Sauravis, the Ancient, and the something. Now let's ritual summon the School Guardian, and this is all we really need to do. I could just tribute also the Sauravis just to get the extra less draw for Max C and not pitch the low itself. Let's just do that. It seems fine. Let's just do that. I wanna give him the least amount of draws possible, and I summon it in defense position because I'm completely stupid. Chaining Labyrinth Store with Torbi. We could definitely cold buy. I think this is not too bad of an idea. Let's just cold buy that. This seems really good. I don't want to give him draws, okay? I want to just limit his place the most amount of ways possible. Chaining Lady Labyrinth. Do I just stop it? I mean, let's just stop. I guess we can stop it now. Yeah, that's gonna be just completely -4, -3 actually. Well, technically -3.5. Anyways, it doesn't matter, dude. I negated everything. I'm breaking turn 0 board here. We're gonna get, I guess, another copy of Sauraves is still pretty good. I'm gonna go for another copy of the low just to have additional plays, just to have a little bit of a follow-up, you know. And now we are literally gonna pass turn with just that, and this is more than enough. This is definitely good enough. -4 here. Well, let's just activate the Radiance here, and I feel like we're gonna be activating the popping effect maybe, because why not, dude? We're gonna deal with the back row, so why not? We're gonna destroy one, and yeah, I mean, that's beautiful stuff. We have the Omni Negate for the last back row, so we're pretty much safe to do whatever we want. Chaining Welcome Labyrinth, to which I can literally just chain my Skull Guardian, negate it, and the only card I need to play around in the hand is Nibiru. If he has Nibiru, that's gonna be nasty. He just scooped the game anyways. Okay, no Nibiru. Well, this is what I'm talking about. This deck is really strong. Alright, that's a hand. Let's start off with low normal summon. We're gonna go through the normal lineup, activating Maxi, and I'm gonna chain the Ash Blossom, which is really good. And depending on how many more interruptions he has, I think I'm gonna be able to combo off nicely, but I guess we're about to find out. Alright, this is a pretty good turn. We have Dynamondo, we have Sauraves set up, and we can also activate Dynamondo to bring back our monsters, which is clearly what we're going to do now. Let's go Dynamondo immediately, and we're gonna get the extra set, but we don't really care about it or need it. We're gonna chain actually Sauraves to that. And we're not gonna chain Ash Blossom because we don't need it, okay? We already have access to 2 special summons, so he's gonna go +2. But keeping the Ash Blossom is probably gonna be better to shut down his combos. Let's special summon the Sauraves from the deck, keep the one in the hand, which is gonna give us extra interruptions, and then bring back the Skull Guardian here to the field. Beautiful, with the incredible animation. And then we're also gonna be special summoning the low to the field. So yeah, technically we do give him +2, but on the flip side, keeping Ash Blossom is also a good idea because we're gonna stop a choke point in his combos. Let's just set a second copy of Barrier just because, not that it really matters or like it doesn't do anything, but whatever, dude, let's just do it like this. Alright, that's gonna be maybe Yubel, could be Yubel. We're not gonna stop that. Versus Yubel, stopping opening is never a good idea, okay? This is not good enough. Chaos Summoning Beast, okay, that might not be Yubel. Oh yeah, it's Yubel anyways, okay. I feel like popping it is the best idea. I could Ash it as well, but I don't like it because popping it will get rid of also the secondary effect, while ashing will keep it. So yeah, I mean, let's just get rid of both of those, I guess. I could have done it a little bit later, but also want to negate the surge. That is why I'm doing it right now. I think this is good because opening also gives him an additional body. This way, he loses an additional body, plus the surge, plus the extra effect of the field spell. Now he's gonna go Dark Beckoning. We could negate and pop, because that will negate also the additional normal summon. So that means even if he has Lotus, he cannot actually normal summon it. And that leaves him with pretty much only if he hard drew like Yubels, and that didn't work. Dude, this deck is incredibly good going first, but I'm gonna be honest, going second, it's a little bit awkward. Alright, so final thoughts. Should you poop with the deck? Should you not? I'm gonna give you 2 positives, 2 negatives. You decide for yourself what you want to do. First positive, it is actually really easy to learn the deck. All you gotta do is just learn the 1-card combo. Anything above that is gonna be slightly extended, so you can go for like an extra popping effect with the trap card, or go into an extra SP, or go into Dark Celine access code combo. And it's really simple to learn, which makes it really good. Second thing is you can play a lot of non-engine, which is really good. You can play a lot of hand traps, you can play a lot of good staples to support the deck a little bit better, or an extra engine like the Dogmatic engine and whatnot. Now the first downside that I have is that it's just really expensive. It's 11 URs plus an additional 5 if you want to make it really good, because just the standard cards is not gonna cut it. You need to play Diviner, you need to play Sauraves. It's gonna be expensive for you regardless of your luck. And the second downside that I have is that the deck is not really good going second. It's really difficult to break boards, because even if you have a 2-card combo or a 3-card combo, the only thing you can really do is play through interruptions. For example, if you go low and get negated, you can go Barrier. If you have the Saphira and get negated on the Barrier, you can just go Saphira, and you know what I mean, you just continue playing through the interruptions. But that's all you can really do. There's not really much of a way to break boards. So I would say playing something like Super Poly or Forbidden Droplet could be really good. Also playing a lot of hand traps that can just stop choke points could be really beneficial as well to you. But still, I really like the deck, and I would suggest you pull for it if you want to play something fun and exciting and new. Make sure to check out more Master Duel content. If you like the video and you found that useful, please hit that like, subscribe button. It really helps my channel a lot. And I will see you guys in the next video. Have a great day.